This is the thing that you shall do for them to sanctify them, to serve me as Kohanim. Take one young bull and 2 rams, perfect ones, and unleavened bread and unleavened loaves, mixed with oil, and unleavened wafers anointed with oil. You shall make them out of fine wheat flour. You shall place them upon a basket, and you shall bring them in the basket, and the bull and the 2 rams. You shall bring Aaron and his sons near the entrance of the tent of meeting. You shall bathe them in water. You shall take the garments and clothe Aaron with the tunic, with the robe of the ephod. With the ephod and with the choshan, you shall adorn him with the band of the ephod. You shall place the cap upon his head, place the holy crown upon the cap. You shall take the anointing oil and pour it on his head and anoint him. You shall bring his sons near, and you shall clothe them with tunics. You shall gird them with sashes, Aaron and his sons, and you shall dress them with high hats, and the Kehanah be a perpetual statute for them. You shall invest Aaron and his sons with full authority. You shall bring the bull to the front of the tent of meeting, and Aaron and his sons shall lean their hands upon the head of the bull. You shall then slaughter the bull before the Lord at the entrance of the tent of meeting. You shall take some of the blood of the bull and apply it on the horns of the altar with your finger. You shall pour out all the blood upon the base of the altar. You shall then take all the fat that covers the innards, the diaphragm with the liver, also the 2 kidneys, and the fat that is upon them, and make them go up in smoke upon the altar. But the flesh of the bull, its hide and its dung, you shall burn in fire outside the camp. It is a sin offering. You shall take the 1 ram, and Aaron and his sons shall lean their hands upon the ram's head. You shall slaughter the ram, and you shall take its blood and sprinkle it on the altar all around. You shall dissect the ram into its parts. You shall wash its innards and its legs, and put them with its parts and with its head. You shall make the entire ram go up in smoke upon the altar. It is a burnt offering made to the Lord. It is a spirit of satisfaction, a fire offering for the Lord. You shall take the 2nd ram, and Aaron and his sons shall lean their hands upon the ram's head. You shall slaughter the ram, take some of its blood, and put it upon the cartilage of Aaron's right ear, and upon the cartilage of Aaron's sons' right ears, upon the thumb of their right hands, and upon the big toes of their right feet, and you shall sprinkle the blood upon the altar all around. You shall then take some of the blood that is upon the altar, and some of the anointing oil, and sprinkle it upon Aaron, and upon his garments, upon his sons, and upon the garments of his sons with him. Thus he will become holy along with his garments, and his sons and their garments with him. You shall take out of the ram the fat, and the fat tail, and the fat that covers the innards, the diaphragm of the liver, the 2 kidneys along with the fat that is upon them, and the right thigh, for it is a ram of perfection. And 1 loaf of bread, 1 loaf of oiled bread, and 1 wafer from the basket of matzah that stands before the Lord. You shall place it all upon Aaron's palms, and upon his sons' palms, and you shall wave them as a waving before the Lord. You shall then take them from their hands, and make them go up in smoke upon the altar with the burnt offering, as a spirit of satisfaction before the Lord. It is a fire offering for the Lord. You shall take the breast of the ram of perfection, which is Aaron's, and wave it as a waving before the Lord, and it will become your portion. You shall sanctify the breast of the waving, and the thigh of the uplifting, which was waved, and which was lifted up, of the ram of perfection, of that which is Aaron's, and of that which is his sons. And it so shall remain for Aaron and his sons as a perpetual allotment from the children of Israel. For it is an offering, and it shall remain an offering from the children of Israel of their peace. Offerings, it is their offering to the Lord. The holy garments that are Aaron's shall be for his sons after him to be exalted through them, and invested with full authority through them. 7 days shall the one of his sons who will be the Kohen in his place wear them, the one who is to enter the tent of meeting to serve in the holy. You shall take the ram of perfection and cook its flesh in a holy place. Aaron and his son shall eat the flesh of the ram and the bread that is in the basket at the entrance of the tent of meeting. They shall eat those things with which atonement has been effected, in order to invest them with full authority to sanctify them. But a stranger shall not eat of them, because they are a sacred thing. If any of the flesh of the perfection offering or of the bread is left over until the next morning, what is left over you shall burn in fire. It shall not be eaten, because it is a sacred thing. So shall you do to Aaron and his sons, according to all that I have commanded you. For 7 days you shall perform their investiture. And as a bull is a sin offering, you shall offer up every day for the atonements. You shall purify the altar by performing atonement upon it, and you shall anoint it in order to sanctify it. For 7 days you shall perform atonement upon the altar and sanctify it. Henceforth the altar shall be a holy of holies. Whatever touches the altar will be holy. And this is what you shall offer upon the altar: lambs in their first year, 2 a day continually. The one lamb you shall offer up in the morning, and the other lamb you shall offer up in the afternoon. 1/10 of fine flour, thoroughly mixed with a quarter of a hin of crushed olive oil, and a libation of 1/4 of a hin of wine. For the one lamb, and the other lamb you shall offer up in the afternoon. You shall offer it up like the meal offering of the morning, and its libation as a spirit of satisfaction, a fire offering to the Lord. It shall be a continual burnt offering for your generations at the entrance of the tent of meeting, before the Lord, where I will arrange meetings with you to speak to you there. There I will arrange meetings with the children of Israel, and it will be sanctified by my glory. I will sanctify the tent of meeting and the altar, and I will sanctify Aaron and his sons to serve me as Kohanim. I will dwell in the midst of the children of Israel, and I will be their God. They will know that I, the Lord, am their God, who brought them out of the land of Egypt, in order that I may dwell in their midst. I am the Lord, their God.